Today I am pruning back my fruit trees, the ones that are growing way too tall. I want them to spread instead of going up. So welcome to my fruit forest in containers. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I appreciate you one and all, and God bless you all. So also I am getting rid of these sugarcane leaves, as these are very sharp. They can hurt you, so I am getting rid of them.
My Jamaican Backyard Garden, Portmore Edition. This is Gardening with Stacey. Come garden with me now, man.
And what a nice place to live. Sweet jam.
One still slit me. Oh Lord. It feels so uncomfortable. It's hot. Alright, so this papaya tree right here, you can see it has a lot of yellowing. So I'm getting rid of these as a way of encouraging the plant to focus. Otherwise, it can focus its energy on producing for me. Alright, now this papaya tree, it has been coming a long way. For those who have been with me for some time, you will know. Because this papaya tree, when I had it, it was producing. The leaves got really bad. When we go over to that other papaya tree, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. So the leaves, they got really bad. Seems as though the leaves were diseased. So what I did was to cut it. I'm going to do that over there, and I add plastic wrap. But I noticed that the plastic wrap, it doesn't make a big of a difference, because the first time I cut this, it didn't work out again. Someone was saying, just get another papaya tree. I said, me and this coming too far. I'm not going to stop trying until, if I try now and I try and I fail, then, I will give up at that time. So I cut it again, and this is what it is doing. If you see right here, so I cut it right here, and you see it push out one here, and it push out one down here as well. Now this baby wants to produce for me. I am going to prune back these fruit trees. They're getting too tall. I want them to spread instead of growing up and up. Besides, when you prune your fruit trees, they will focus on producing for you. I have been pruning these fruit trees for some time now. If I wasn't, they would be way up. So this is my star fruit. This is my pomegranate. I literally prune off this pomegranate maybe a month. I had a month, thereabout. Since a month I had, and I stripped all the leaves, and it is just exploding with growth. It has been trying its very best to produce for me. For some reason or the other, the blooms keep falling off. So I am trying to figure it out. I am trying to pollinate them myself, but the fact that, I'm going to try right now with this one, because it seems as though I have a male right here, because it has a little thing in the middle, and this one doesn't have anything in the middle. Okay. It fell off. The female fell off. And the thing about it, it has a lot to come as well that I'm looking at. a lot more blooms. So I don't know. Let's see what happens and hopefully produce for me. Now this right here, my soursop tree. This baby keeps growing and growing and growing like crazy. So I cut all the tops. So let's see what will happen. Now my ackee tree over there, I need to go a little closer. I am just going to cut the top up here. Oh, there's a new branch that is pushing to the sky. So I am going to give you a closer look. So I am just going to take down this like here. Yeah. So this part is where I actually cut before, and this is a new branch that it pushed off. Alright, so my two mulberry trees right here. This one I stripped all the leaves before. So this one, because it still had fruit, I didn't. So just the other day, maybe what, a week ago? Yeah, thereabout, when we stripped this baby together and we cut the top, so you can see it is put it on new leaves. So what I'm doing is tricking the plant into dormancy. They feel as though their life is going to end. They tend to go in survival mode and they fight for their life and they produce. That is what I've been doing with this one, and this one has been producing a lot. Alright, so this one produced one time for me. I need for it to produce on a regular for me like this one and produce a lot as well. So I can see some little white areas where the leaves are pushing out. That's where the blossoms, they usually tend to come out as well. Of course, I'm going to give you a closer look at them. So I am expecting to see, I see those little white stuff, I don't know what they're called. So I am actually looking out for mulberries this time. So what I'm going to do is strip this one all together. I don't think I'm going to cut the top again because it's fine in my opinion, because I have cut it here and the branches are spreading. So no, I don't see any branch, well, these going up, but they're fine in my opinion. So I'm going to strip this baby off all together. Now I was saving this for my son. He's right behind the camera, so I'm giving it to him. Thank you. Alright, so yeah, I'm going to get all of this off and then get back to you, because of course stripping all the leaves is going to take me a little time. Alright, so these are the little white things that I'm telling you about, that usually the blossoms come up through there. More right there. Oh, if you look closer, you would indeed see that I'm getting blossom already. When they get bigger, I'll show you. Alright, so it is all stripped. So I leave this part right here because I want to show you something specifically. Alright, so be mindful that I only take off the leaves. Alright, I do not take off the tiny branches. When you're stripping, ensure that it's only the leaves, like here, you take off. Alright, do not take off these little branches, because you will get mulberries from these as well. So right here and in here. All right, so when you're stripping, what will happen is that if you are doing it too rough per se, and you go like this, the entire thing right here may want to fall off. You don't want that. You just want the leaves to come off. So that is why I told you that I will get back to you, because I didn't want to, you know, damage any of these little branches, because I will get mulberry here, I will get here, I will get here, wherever you see these little nodes. All right, so take care of your nodes. Don't rush and just drag, because all of this will go. All right, kindly asking you to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you have not yet done so that others can come along, join me on this journey, and allow the YouTube algorithm to put my video out there so others can get some inspiration. Thank you so much in advance, and God bless you all. All right, so this guava tree, I had stripped it back some time ago, and I cut the tops already, so I'm not going to trouble this baby. I'm pretty sure when I strip the mulberry plants, it produced very, very quickly for me. I wish the other trees were just like that. Alright, so this is the other papaya tree. I have some gooseberries right here. So the person that gave me this told me that when they turn yellow, they're ripe. Other persons told me that they need to get orange. So I am letting them stay on the tree, on the vine, but this is happening. They are splitting, right? Because I wanted to taste if they are really sweet. Some person told me that I didn't wait long enough, like I had them at this point when they were yellow, but someone said I didn't wait long enough. I should wait until they get orange. But this is what is happening. When I taste them yellow, they were sour, so that is why I wanted to wait until they're orange. And I'm getting so much, but it is quite healthy, so I told myself that I would figure out a way how to get them in my diet with a little taste. So I need to work on that soon, because this baby is producing a lot. So if I notice that one more or two more, the same thing is happening, I am not going to wait until they're orange. I'm just going to get them yellow as is and figure out something to incorporate them and give me a little taste. So back to this papaya tree. So the same thing like I did with the one that I showed you earlier. So this one, you can see I did this one the same time the first time I did that one over there, because this has the plastic wrap, right? And it gave me 1, 2, 3, 4 branches. So this is what is happening, and this was what happened with the first one that I showed you initially as well, both of them. That is why I had cut both of them and started afresh. No, I am going to do the same thing for this. So this will be the second time. The second time for the one over there was a charm. So let's see. So I'm going to take it off right here. Alright, so the reason why I had the plastic wrap on here is because inside here is hollow, and based on research told me that I shouldn't leave it open because water will seep through, let it get soggy, and the plant will rot. So if I see where I'm getting excess rain now, then I'm just going to maybe put back a plastic wrap over it, or just put a clear cup over it, a small cup. Alright, so I'm going to see if this baby will produce for me. So let's get to it. So I'm just going to take it off right here. It is not hard to cut, you know. It is very, very fragile or soft. So right here, it's hollow inside, so that is the reason for the plastic wrap. So if you're in an area where you get a lot of rains, ensure that you plastic wrap your papaya if you're going to do this, what I did. Alright, or put a cup over it, like one of those clear, disposable clear white cups. Yeah, just put one over it so that you can see what's happening at the same time, so that in here doesn't get too much water and then your plant will rot. Alright, so just wish me all the best. This coconut tree right here is very, very dear to me. Very, very dear. Alright, so those who don't know, I had attempted to grow this coconut tree in a 5-gallon bucket. Oh my word. Oh, but actually I was just temporarily putting it in there initially until at the time I get a bigger container. But I mean, some of my family, my gardening family, you weren't having it. But anywho, it has a lot of branches on here. Well, not a lot, but as you can see, this branch needs to dead end. Alright, so that the plant can focus on giving me some coconuts. So I am getting rid of this branch, and they provide nice shades, but I need food, man. I need coconut water. And this is just a bread knife that I'm using. Works like a little saw. So there's another one around here. I'm not going to get all of this branch for now. This one as well. Alright, so this is where I leave you for today. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, walk good.
Come garden with me now, man.
And what a nice place to live. Sweet jam.